All right, here we are. Hello.
Hello.
My name's Riley. Who are you?
Nathan, I think.
All right. This is the first installment of our podcast named the Palcast, as you can probably see on screen, depending on which GIF we use to accompany it. I'm going to guess it's the first one, right?
Oh, yeah.
The wave one?
Oh, yeah.
That one will look pretty good. Nathan is a permanent guest on this show. It is
That's right.
the two-person show.
Except for when I take it over.
Yep. Except for when he kills me and takes it over. Isn't that right?
Yeah.
All right. So we have no actual plan for what we're going to talk about, but we figured we'll think of something along the way. So we played Outlast today.
Oh, yeah.
That was interesting. That was quite scary. I hate horror, as you know. And as you were there.
I like to think that I like it, but I always get very, very frightened.
Yeah, well, do you think it's like the fact that it's scary that makes you like it? Because some people like that. Some people like the rush.
You see, I feel like I like it, but I don't know why I would like it. It doesn't feel nice.
Yeah, it's true.
And after, I'm like, man, I'm really glad that that's over.
Yeah. It's
but
yeah.
I also sometimes would like to watch a horror movie to get scared.
Yeah. Well, okay, so what, in your opinion, makes a horror game or movie good? Like, what would make you what would make it good?
Oh, well, I mean, I played some horror games that it just feels like a game. Like I'm just kind of playing it, doing whatever quest I need to do.
Mm-hmm.
But when the game is like making me feel anxious, or I don't know if anxious is the right word, but like on edge, and like, you know, walking down a hallway and actually scared. Like Outlast is the perfect example. Like when we had to like peek around corners,
yeah,
to see if this big I don't even know what he was there to come kill us.
We called him Big Guy, right?
Call him Big Guy.
Yeah.
Called everything Big Guy.
Pretty much, unless it wasn't a big guy.
Yeah, and yeah, I don't know. It's just anything that makes me scared, I'd say, is a pretty good horror game.
Yeah. Well, okay, so with Outlast specifically, it's like, so they tell you in the beginning like you're not gonna have a weapon to defend yourself.
Yeah, we kept on trying to figuring out how to fight this one guy because we couldn't figure out how to sneak by him.
Yeah. So, well, do you think that's a good or a bad mechanic in the game that you can't?
Well, I think it definitely makes it. Back. I remember because I started it like a month ago, and I got stuck, and then we continued playing it. But I remember when I was like, said, there's no weapon. You cannot fight. You can only run, hide, or die.
Yeah.
And now I was just like, oh crap, this is serious.
Yes. Yeah. Well, do you think like that obviously makes it scarier because you're kind of like you're more vulnerable in that situation?
Well, yeah, I'm like used to playing Call of Duty, where you can just.
Well, you literally kill everything.
Yeah.
In Call of Duty, there's no other alternative.
If you come across any suspicious characters, you can just kill them. Can't do that in Outlast.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, in Outlast, everything is pretty suspicious, I think.
Yeah, there's no
nice people.
There's never really any safe moments.
No, there isn't actually. I was thinking about that, and like, even when you felt safe, like 2 seconds later, you didn't.
Yeah.
Like you finally got in that security room, and then you look at the cameras, and someone's like messing with the power. You're like, dang.
Then the power's out. It's like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Spent the whole month figuring that out, and
that's true. Actually.
Literally nothing came out of it.
All right. You know what? Let's hop on this segue. All right.
All right, Segway Town.
That's what would you say today?
Struggle bus.
Struggle bus. Yeah.
We're on the struggle bus.
Take the struggle bus.
Every time we couldn't figure out how to get by an enemy in Outlast, I say we're on the struggle bus.
Taking the struggle bus to Struggle Town.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so I know it's a little late, kind of a dead meme at this point, but Club Penguin is gone.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I never played it.
Really?
No, I did, but like never, like actually, I don't really remember ever playing it. I just kind of hopped on when I was young to try it, but I never was like really serious with it. I don't think I played it like more than twice. But the new app kind of sucks.
Do you care if I read some reviews that the app got?
Oh, I would love that actually.
They're pretty good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, 'cause like you have to pay to really do anything.
Well, yeah, with any of those games like Wizard 101 and such like that.
Well, Club Penguin, you could be free to play. You mean you would just like lose a lot of swagger,
Yeah.
but you could still play the full game and not really see too much of a loss. You guys still got the reviews up?
I do have the reviews up. I'm going to read some of the titles. Someone, his name's Colin Edward Terry, gave it 1 star with the title, "What Have You Done?" ...
I think I actually read this one.
Yeah. Recently I was going through some stuff and found some old Club Penguin books. I then decided to see if I could get Club Penguin Island for nostalgic reasons. When I did, the game kept pressuring me to be a member. Wow, it's a long review.
Wow, that is really long.
Jesus, who would write a review this long about Club Penguin Island?
You know, people are passionate about Club Penguin.
That's true.
And I'm not, but I guess I can understand people could be.
Completely flawed app.
I watched a video of like Club Penguin final moments.
Oh yeah.
And it was like this guy went on and started recording on Club Penguin on like the last 5 minutes before it was shut down. And there was like 600 people on this iceberg. And they were all just shouting like, "I love you all. Goodbye everyone. It's been so fun." It's just like, yeah, it's really sad actually. I had like some really sad music.
Okay. So about a month ago I found a review title that I thought was the best. And then I found another one. Would you like to hear what it's titled?
All right.
This doesn't really deserve to exist.
Oh, that's how I feel a lot.
Yeah. The other one I thought was good was Disney Ruined Perfection.
That'd be actually a really good thing to say to someone, or just like about something.
Like you don't deserve to
like
exist.
in math, I'm currently learning trigonometry.
Yeah.
And I just think it's kind of pointless.
Oh yeah.
So I kind of wait. What was the title? There's no reason this should exist.
It was. Hold on, where is it? This doesn't really deserve to exist.
Yes. Excuse me, Miss Math teacher.
This doesn't really.
This doesn't really deserve to exist. I mean, I forgot what subject it was exactly, but someone earlier this year just straight up asked, like, "Okay, but like, when am I gonna ever use this?" She says,
Oh yeah, well my geometry teacher straight up said like, "You're never going to use any of this unless you become."
Her
a
answer was, "Well,
teacher.
if you're a mathematician, you'll probably use this." Like, well, yeah.
Yeah, but what percentage of us are going to become mathematicians?
Is there even Is this a math teacher? Like, what do mathematicians do? Like,
I don't know.
Is it for they would work for like a company, like say for like Boeing that builds planes? They hire a mathematician to solve equations for them?
Well, usually if you're working for Boeing, you probably do that on your own. But if you're a mathematician working for a company, usually you'd be like an accountant or something, right?
Well, I don't think an accountant classifies as a mathematician.
Well,
I can look it up, or you can
have
look
to
it
have
up.
some grasp of math, I believe, to
be a mathematician.
Yeah, or to be an accountant. What do mathematician do? I spelled it wrong. What do mathematicians do? Mathematicians work with formulas to help solve problems in industry, academia, and government. Okay, yeah, so that sounds like it's right. People will hire these people to
do math.
math for them. Yeah.
All right. I mean, there are people that enjoy doing math, so I won't hate on them.
I used to like doing math quite a bit, actually.
I
don't know what happened.
Some math I don't. I like algebra.
Yeah.
Because it just feels smart. It's like, it's really not that hard. But like to use like all these letters and numbers and parentheses and then solve it, it's just like, wow, I'm really smart.
Well, yeah, I think it's satisfying.
It's just
sometimes.
satisfying.
Yeah. I don't know. I used to really enjoy it and be pretty good at it. But I think like recently I've been like, eh. Plus, Algebra 2 or Advanced Algebra or whatever it is like really difficult. I don't enjoy it.
Take it next year, yeah. I'm still in geometry.
Mm-hmm.
1 year behind you.
Kind of.
Do you take history at your school?
I did not take history at my school.
Yeah, it's like not required. It's optional, and it really doesn't like do you any good as far as credits, but like so many people took it, and like why?
Well, okay, so people in my grade are, but the thing that happened is that since I moved districts, my old district took the history class, or gave the history class that I would have been taking this year. So I was ahead in the history class because of the district change.
Oh.
So I will be taking like probably current American issues or current world events or something like that next year.
Oh, okay.
And then that'll be like my last history credit.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I took a graphic design class last semester, and the teacher was so cool.
Yeah.
And I've been hearing stories about him this semester, because like I could have taken him two semesters in a row, but I really didn't need to. I really needed some other credits, so I went for that. And the teacher is apparent, like people, like the students that were in my class last semester who are still in his class this semester, they've been getting really comfortable with him and kind of like understood his boundaries as in having like no boundaries. So they started making like really offensive memes. Like they took our class photo from first semester and they put Nazi flags in the background, and he straight up like rose his hand and asked him, Mr. Mills, to come and help him like get the flag stuff there on the wall. He's like, oh yeah, I'll help you out. It's like he just didn't care. It's like I don't understand how a teacher could be so relaxed.
That's pretty cool,
but
actually.
it's really great.
There's a teacher kind of like that. His name's Mr. Cogswell. He's the video production teacher. It's always like the more
art teachers.
Yeah,
I told someone, I can't remember, but like when I grow up, I don't want to be an art teacher. I'm not really good at art. But I want to be as cool as an art teacher.
Yeah.
I want to have the personality as one, because they're always super cool.
They're very cool all the time.
Well, all the ones that I've had.
Yeah. So his name is Mr. Cogswell, and he's pretty chill. We once for a video we got him to change his desktop background to like the Macintosh Plus logo, yeah, but with the Pepe the face on it instead of the Greek bust.
Oh.
So we got him to look that up and put it on his wallpaper so that we could use it for our backdrop. And he's cool with a lot of stuff, but I don't think he's as chill as your teacher is. Like if we were to put like quote unquote Nazi imagery in our video, I don't think he'd really appreciate that.
Yeah, he might call Wall Street Journal.
He might call us out. Yeah. He might go to our advertisers and shut us down. He might shut down my channel.
We'll just give him a Pepsi. Well, that was some meme.
We memed it up.
Some good meme placement right there.
Real hard in the last
15 seconds.
Yeah. Should we take another segue? Have we milked this topic?
I mean, do you want to hear some riddles?
Give me some riddles.
All right, give me a second.
I have one other topic planned. I think I'll save it for the end.
Okay, I think riddles is a good thing.
Just to have in the middle.
You listening at home, you can comment your answers.
Yeah.
But don't cheat.
Play along.
All right.
Okay.
This one is my favorite riddle ever.
Really?
It blew my mind. I'm not being sarcastic.
Really?
Whatsoever.
Okay.
A man and a woman were driving in the car, and the car breaks down. Before I'm laughing because I copy pasted it, and there's so many spelling errors. Okay. Before leaving, the man tells the woman to not open any windows, don't let anyone in, and keep doors locked. It's written so bad, but it's a good riddle.
Okay.
The woman does as he says. When the man comes back from retrieving help, the woman is dead and a stranger is in the car. What happened?
Did a stranger break into the car and kill his wife?
No, she wasn't letting anyone in.
Well, he could have broken in. He could have like broken a window or something and got in.
Do you want to know the answer?
I would love to know the answer.
Okay, so the woman was pregnant. And she died having the baby, and the baby is the stranger.
Jesus.
That's really great, isn't it?
Oh my god. That blew my mind. You weren't lying. Do you have more?
Yeah, but that's the best one.
Okay.
What has a foot but no legs?
I don't know.
Snail.
Really?
Yeah, snail.
Snails have feet?
A foot. Their whole like bottom of them is like a big.
Is their foot?
It's like a big foot, I guess.
Huh.
I actually like this one. Poor people have it. Rich people need it. If you eat it, you die. What is it?
I don't know.
It's nothing. Poor people have nothing. Rich people need nothing. And if you eat nothing, you die.
Wow. You're very correct.
All right. I don't know if I told this one before. This isn't really a riddle. Well, it is a riddle, but it's like, if you don't know the answer, we won't be able to solve it on this podcast. But it's...
Really?
So a man walks into a restaurant, and he sits down and he orders the albatross, which is a bird.
Yeah.
And he gets the albatross. It's cooked like perfectly fine. And it's perfectly normal albatross. And he takes a bite, and then he tastes it, and then he stands up and he walks out of the restaurant and he kills himself. Why did he do it?
Why did he kill himself?
Yeah.
Maybe he wanted his last meal to be albatross, so he took a nice taste and then he killed himself.
It wasn't planned.
It was not planned.
You're supposed to only be able to ask yes or no questions.
Oh. Is there an actual answer?
Yeah. So, let me just give you the answer. Because I guarantee you won't be able to solve it on this.
Yeah,
podcast.
I don't see how I would.
I do this volunteer thing in the summer at the Boys and Girls Club, and one of the staff members there brought this up, and we pretty much spent the whole summer trying to solve it. And so from late June to like the beginning of September is how long it took us to solve it. And so the answer is, we figured this out using only yes or no questions.
Okay.
The guy, and this is like before he ate the albatross, him and his wife were on a plane trip, and the plane crashed in the middle of the ocean. Actually, it crashed on an island, and there were 4 survivors, him, his wife, and 2 other people.
Mm-hmm.
And his wife just like died and like starved to death or whatever. And the other 2 survivors said, we're gonna go bury her, you can stay here. And they went, and they didn't actually bury her, they actually cut her up. And they came back and they said, hey, we caught an albatross and we cut it up. And they cooked it and they all ate it for their food. And then they got rescued a few days later. And then after they got rescued and they got back home, and then like the year anniversary of the death of his wife, he went to a restaurant, and I guess it's kind of a weird sentimental thing. He ordered the albatross, and when he took a bite, he realized that what he ate the year before wasn't albatross. It tasted different. It was actually his wife, and that thought caused him to kill himself.
Wow.
So it's kind of deep.
How did you figure that out using yes or no questions? You just got like really into it.
We're like, okay, well, does it like have to do with his past? Yes. Okay. Did he have a wife? Yes. Did it die? Yes. And then we just figured out how she died. And I don't remember. It took a long time.
Wow. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's really interesting.
So you want to segue into your topic you mentioned?
I think I might. I think that might be a thing I'll do. Just one sec. I want to talk about Death Note.
Okay.
Because I had you watch that yesterday.
Yeah,
and
I
you
watched
got
a few episodes.
Yeah, you got like 4 episodes in.
I didn't realize you could watch it in English. I was watching it in Japanese, and then I kept on reading subtitles. That's actually why I stopped watching it, because I was too tired to read the subtitles.
Yeah. I feel like a weeb.
I've never watched anime before, and I was like, well, he said it's intellectual, and I might like it, so I'm gonna watch it. And I actually really like the concept of it, and now I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
No one's gonna know that I'm watching anime.
Well, like, okay, I didn't mean to say weeb, but I do understand that, like, you know, I'm
people do like
to hate on it. Yeah.
Anime is just like made fun of it a lot.
Yeah. I don't really understand why though. I guess because for some animes, like, they give it a bad rap.
Yeah,
like,
I think there's definitely some
bad.
animes that are.
There's too much.
Kind of just really prove the stereotype.
Yeah. But yeah, whenever I watch Japanese anime in English, I always feel like dirty. Like, I shouldn't be watching this in English.
Oh yeah.
This is meant to be in Japanese.
Oh.
No, no,
I get it.
no. What were you thinking?
I don't know. It's like you felt dirty because like you felt like you were weird watching anime. I felt like a nerd.
No. Okay, whatever.
Like cheating on my first
Cheating.
language.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. But yeah, it is a very intellectual show, and I feel like all the other animes that I've ever watched have been very like just violent. Like Attack on Titan, there's a lot of limbs being ripped off in that show.
I heard that one was really good though as well.
It is very good as well, but I don't know. I like this one because it's all about just like
More of a story.
yeah, just trying to figure out who.
The show doesn't really
this
revolve
person
around
is.
action.
Yeah, well, it doesn't need to. Like it keeps you intrigued without there being a lot of like physical action. You know, it's all about
So
just speculation.
you're obviously farther than I am.
I am farther than you
But-
are, and I almost spoiled something for you too because I posted a thing on Snapchat and I didn't realize you were gonna see it.
Oh, I saw it.
Yeah.
All I saw was just some girl there.
Yeah,
I didn't really understand any context in it.
yeah,
So I don't know if I'm dumb asking this because maybe so like many things have changed, but like right now it's kind of L versus Light,
yeah.
and like kind of who's gonna win this battle almost.
Yeah.
So if that's still a thing, who are you rooting for?
Okay. So
If it's not a thing, and like where you are, you can tell me that it's not really a big deal.
it still is. It gets a lot more interesting. It gets a lot more difficult to like distinguish who's fighting who. But okay, so just backstory first of all. So within the first few episodes, so these aren't spoilers. If you have ever watched it, you've definitely seen this part. This kid named Light finds a way to kill a bunch of people.
He gets a notebook.
Yeah, he gets a notebook.
And every name that he writes in it, like dies, and he can like choose the cause of death, or if he doesn't, just a heart attack.
Yeah, like it's either like cause and time of death, and he does that to kill a bunch of criminals, which obviously is a noble cause. He has good intentions, but within the first few episodes, you're faced with this moral dilemma of like, is that okay? Like it's still murder, even though these are criminals who more than likely deserve it. Is it still okay to do that?
Mm-hmm. And
And in Light's mind, yes, it is okay, but in most other people's mind, it's no, it isn't. This is causing a problem. So they bring an anonymous figure named L in to the detection or the detective case.
to help the FBI.
Yeah, of who Light is. They call him Kira, which is killer in Japanese.
Oh,
So they call him Kira. And just the whole show thus far is just L trying to figure out who this person is and to bring them to justice.
yeah, he's pretty sneaky.
He is very sneaky, and it's very clever. It's a very clever show. I really enjoy it.
Yeah.
Good. You gotta finish it. I haven't yet, but
I gotta catch up.
you gotta catch up to me.
Well, now that it's in English, I can enjoy watching it even more
Yeah.
because I don't have to read subtitles.
Yeah.
I wasn't that observant, I guess. I didn't really check to see if I could change the language settings.
Mine
I just assumed that it would be
like
according to my location.
yeah. Well, mine just started in English.
Mine was in Japanese. And
Oh.
I was like, oh, well, I mean, the subtitles were very clear. But I mean, I kept on wanting to like look at my phone.
Yeah.
Because I like to just like glance at my phone when I'm watching a show. Because I can still pay attention to it really well.
Yeah.
But I can't when I'm reading subtitles because there's stuff going on. The show has a lot of dialogue, and even it's a lot in people's heads too. It's like
Yeah.
a lot. There's like, and I have to read subtitles for that, so I wouldn't be able to not pay attention.
Yeah. Attack on Titan is only Japanese, so I had to do subtitles for that. And I whenever I watched it, I couldn't do anything else.
How long is that show? Isn't it pretty long?
It's one season right now, I believe, but the second season, they've been saying it's going to come out, and then they always push back the date when the second season's supposed to come out, which means it should be very good because if it's taken this long
I guess.
to happen.
What's gonna come out? Attack on Titan
Or Half-Life 3.
or Half-Life 3 or World War 3? What's
Neither.
gonna happen first?
I think we're closer to World War 3 right now.
Yeah.
How about Call of Duty World War 2?
Oh.
Excited for that Nazi imagery?
Oh. I better get Wall Street Journal on that one.
Do we just bring it full circle?
I think we did.
Is that a sign?
We just connected the dots.
I think that's a sign that we should be wrapping this up.
All right.
That was the first
installment.
What should we title this? What's the title gonna be?
Episode 1.
Episode 1.
Pilot.
Pilot.
Isn't that what they call?
21 pilot.
Isn't that what they call like first episodes of series? They call it the pilot.
Yeah. Usually I think
we could just call it just two guys hanging.
Two guys hanging.
Two guys hanging around.
Well, I was thinking of having it be like Palcast episode 1 space, and then the title that like kind of captures the essence of this episode.
Nazi imagery.
That's a good one. We'll get lots of views.
Okay, maybe
not. You know what we should do? We should put family friendly in the tags and get.
You're right.
Yeah.
Make lots of money.
We're actually gonna start doing that.
Family friendly in the tags.
Yeah, just to see
Join
what happens.
PewDiePie. I'm trying to think of a title. I don't know.
I mean, obviously, like the people watching already know what we decided because they'll be seeing the title right now and they'll be like, "Come on."
Yeah, clicking away right now.
Figure it out.
I guess we probably shouldn't spend this podcast thinking
just
of a
figuring
title.
out the title.
Yeah. Figure it out after.
Yeah. We'll figure it out.
Okay.
You guys already know, but we'll see what happens. Anyway, thanks so much for listening and maybe watching the nice GIF we have in the background.
Oh yeah.
I don't know when another one will be coming out. Maybe not for a little bit. Who knows?
We'll see.
We gotta accumulate some things to talk about over the time.
I'm sure we'll think of something.
We'll think of some nice things to happen.
I can always find some more riddles.
Yep. And I can find some more
Reviews.
Some more reviews of shows. Okay. Thank you guys. We'll see you later. Bye.